What's going on, y'all? My name is Anthony Woods. I'm the founder of Code Red Media, and today we got a special guest, and her name is Taliea Hooker, and she's here to talk about
Aesthetics. Yeah.
aesthetics. All right,
Esthetician, whatever you want to call it.
go ahead and tell us a little bit about where you grew up at and what was life like, just kind of growing up.
Okay, so I grew up in Sanford, North Carolina, and life for me was pretty smooth. Like I had a easy childhood. Everything was good. But I can say I was very spoiled. I'm a very spoiled child. I'm still kind of spoiled now. Not really, but yeah, I'm a grandma's baby. So
Mm, mm. You got siblings and stuff?
yeah, I got mama dad's side.
Oh,
Which one you want? My mama is 3, including me. On my daddy's side is 6, including me and my brother. So yeah.
who do you feel like you growing up as a little girl to a teenager to an adult? Who do you feel like was most influenced to you?
Uh, I honestly feel like nobody really influenced me. Honestly, I can say that but what I can say is I feel like I influenced myself because I already knew that I had a goal in life. What my goal was, and well, I really wasn't sure what I really wanted to do, but I know I just wanted to be somebody and stuff like that or whatever. But I influenced myself. Like I just feel like I just move at the beat of my own drum. So.
But that's real though. Most people are not honest about they don't know exactly what they want to do. They just kind of just sit around. But at least you up here doing stuff and trying stuff.
Yeah, but I can say this though, like just not to knock anybody who don't know what they want to do in life. I feel like stuff like that is okay. Because I'm not I'm still, but I'm not
You
gonna lie,
good.
like I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do when I got out of college. I was like, so when I went to my orientation for college and stuff, I was undecided because I really didn't know, but I knew I had to pick something soon. So I ended up doing obviously biology and stuff. I knew what I wanted to be. I wanted to be a pediatrician, but then somebody told me like you got to wake up every morning and love what you're doing, not just for the money. And that stuck with me to this day. So I'm just like, you know what? Do I really want to be around kids all day and work? But I was just like, so I don't think I want to do that anymore. But I do know I still have a goal to be a nurse though. I do want to be a nurse. I just know I gotta take baby steps before I get to that. But in between time, I know I wanted to be something else, which was an esthetician as well. And obviously we're gonna get further into that. So I ain't gonna talk too much about it.
Okay, that's good. So I guess did you have to go through like when you graduated from high school? Like what got you from high school to the college? What got you into the aesthetics and the wellness kind of thing? What kind of draw you into that field?
So I like getting waxed. I'm gonna just go ahead and start there. I like, if you know, you know. But that's really what drew me into this. I was just like, you know what? And then also I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking of like what's a way for me to like, make easy money, I would say, in a sense too. But also like doing what I'm doing at the same time. So I was just like, you know what? I like getting waxed. I also wanna so I just decided to just, go ahead and sign up for that because I want to wax people. So anything you want waxed, I want to wax it. So it's just like that's really what kinda started it. So I was just like, "You know what? I kinda actually like this." And I realized once I got to the class, like, I was this is something that I like doing, you know what I'm saying? But I knew I wanted to wax. Like, I would say probably about, like, a year ago, I, I kept talking about it. I was like, "Yeah, I wanna be, I wanna wax. I wanna be a waxer. I wanna wax and stuff. Because I could see myself getting I'm not gonna say what I'm gonna do, like, cause people. I'm not gonna say that, but I can see myself having what I want out of what I'm getting right now, and I know I'm gonna get there. So yeah, that's pretty much all I gotta say for real.
Okay. So while you in school and stuff, was it hard learning some of the terminologies or just finding your way in the classroom and stuff, like learning some of that stuff?
I would say no.
Of-
Everything is very much well explained. It wasn't really hard. Like everything, like once you get in there, of course you're going over chapters and stuff like that. I would say like everything was easy. Like she explained every the teacher I have, she's awesome. She explains everything really good. Of course, we have tests. Of course, that's something that you would probably want to study and stuff. Excuse me. But everything is easy. Easy. Everything we learned from the beginning we got in there to now, like we just know. It's like we been doing it.
Mhm. So what challenge did you feel like did you have any challenges that you were facing? Like when you were like were the tests hard? Were it like nerve wracking? Um any challenges like while you were in college? Like any distractions and stuff? Or
Um, Honestly, I didn't have any challenges. I really didn't. The only challenge I would say I did have was, it was on my end. Well, you could have payment plans and stuff for tuition or whatever the case is, but I waited too late and so I had to pay out of pocket. And, that was just the only difficult challenge I had. It really wasn't even difficult because it got fixed like it was nothing. So I really didn't have any challenges for real.
did you so while I know you're still in school and stuff,
Uh,
did you feel like were there like moments kind of like starting off that you kind of wanted to quit or you feel like maybe this maybe not for me or did you ever feel outcasted?
Um, I I can honestly say there was never no time that I felt like I wanted to give up. I would say the only time I really feel like if I, giving up was like getting up in the morning because I'm not no morning person. And it's just like, oh, I gotta get up. I gotta be here at this time. Then on top of that, it's just like I'm in there for a long, like I'm getting to the finish line. So I'm kind of, you get what I'm saying? I'm just so eager to go ahead
Mhm.
and be done. Like I already know what I want to do. I already we done did all these many hours. I'm just ready to be done. It's kind of to a point where it's just like I can say I'm over it. I'm just ready to get to my end goal for real. But I would say I never, honestly, truthfully, never felt like giving up because I already know if I give up today, I'm not gonna get what I want out of, what I've already worked hard for. So I just don't see giving up in my vocabulary.
Yeah, man, that's a good mindset to have because you know a lot of people when it gets a little hard or you know things bump in the road, they kind of give up easily. So I commend you for that
Hmm.
because man, just we're all trying to find our way in life.
Right.
So you just got to keep pushing forward and stuff like that. So basically, in your field right now, right, you're learning. You like are you like shadowing? Is it that's what you're doing right now? Kind of like shadowing other people, kind of.
No, we're not shadowing. We just in class, like all of us, we all are, trying to get the same thing or whatever, which is our certificate and stuff like that. It's not shadowing, it's just we're more so getting our clinic hours. That's what it is. So
Okay. And then do you before you started and right now, like, were there any like misconceptions about your field? Like, what people think what's it about, but it's really not? Or
yeah, people a lot of misconceptions that we get in esthetician is like people think it's strictly just like facials and dealing with it's not just facials. It's a lot that plays into it. You can do waxing, you can do lashes, you can do eyebrows. And honestly, I didn't even know you could tint eyelashes, but that's what I learned in there. You can tint eyelashes too, yeah. And make them to where they could like curl. If you got straight eyelashes, you can like make them to where they curl. Excuse my nails, but you could make them to where they
what do you
like
mean?
curl instead of just straight. Like some of that stuff I didn't even know you could do, but yeah, it's just more to it than facials. It's very broad, category of things.
Okay. And then like what would people be like surprised about what you actually do day to day? Like what's a day to day thing? Like when you're about to start waxing people or and stuff like that. Like you have to like set up some stuff. Do you have like a routine you do before you get
I
started?
do have a routine actually, and I had wrote that down. I would say they would be surprised of what I do day to day. Okay, it's deeper than just you know what I'm saying. Some people would think, oh, she's just rubbing on somebody's face, or oh, she's just pulling some hair off of somebody. No, it's deeper. Like it's steps and like it's orders, like, it's different steps you have to take in order to make sure you're getting a perfect outcome, like, when it comes to facials, when it comes to waxing, anything, there's always steps, and then you also got to know what each product that you're using, like, what you're using it for and what's in it and stuff like that, so, And you gotta also be prepared if like somebody has a reaction to anything, you will already know. So that's why it's good you knowing what products you're using, what's in those products, and how it may affect those people too. So
And like, what don't people see like behind the scenes, like behind your success of doing this and getting the results you need?
I was waiting on this question. I feel like people don't see that I'm a very hard worker. They don't see the hard work, the dedication, and the sacrifices that I've made just to come this far. Only thing they see is me probably being outside partying. I do like doing that, but that's fine with me. If that's what they see me as, that's fine. Cause really that's all they need to know about me. They don't need to know what I'm doing. If that's what you want to see me as and yo look, that's perfectly fine. You don't need to know what I'm doing behind closed doors anyway. So
Hey, hey, I know for me, I stay hidden. I barely post anything, but lately I am, because of the business and stuff.
hmm
So I'm trying to get myself kind of out there to a degree,
right.
um, and stuff like that. Impact health and wellness, right?
You know.
How does your work connect to healthcare awareness? Because a lot of people feel like it doesn't, but we all know it does.
hmm
So yeah, how would you say it connects, or do you feel like it is?
I do feel like it connects because if somebody is coming to get a facial, lashes, or wax. I feel like that's just a part of them keeping up with their self-care. And I feel like when people normally get these things done, it's like to relax them, make them feel good and confident about themselves. Also if somebody come in and they get continuous facials, that's helping them with previous issues that they had with their skin. And that's also helping with their health because it's just like you never know what issue somebody may have, and you could give them that advice to, maybe if you drink more water, da da da, or we got some products that can help your skin clear up, or whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like when you're doing these things, is basically keeping up with your appearance, making you have a healthy appearance. So I do agree that it does correlate.
Mhm. And I feel like it low key just like I never did it, but I feel like it sounds relaxing too. Like it clears your mind. Like say if you got life hitting you and you just go something, I feel like it helps clear you. It's kind of like the barbershop for us. Like barbershop, that's when the guys talk and
hmm
we just whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like a relax.
Right. I'm not gonna lie though. Not only girls can get facials, men can get facials too. Like one man, I did a man. He came in with his wife, and I mean, he just was there to support his wife and stuff like that, which was so cute. But like, yeah, it's just not facials and stuff ain't just for girls. Like it can be for men too. So because it's different type of things you can get. Like you can get the back facial, of course, a facial, everything. You can come in and get a hand paraffin, a foot paraffin. It's different. Like I said, like esthetician is very broad. It's not just facials. You know what I'm saying? So.
Mhm. Um, and why do you feel how does it help mentally? Like I know we kind of covered it, but kind of explain it in your words.
I feel like mentally for the clients, it helps boost their confidence. And for us, it just soothes our mind and makes us feel happy knowing that our client is happy. So I really, it's a good feeling. And when somebody leave your chair knowing that you did a good job and they saying that you did a good job, it's just a good feeling. You know they're gonna come back. You know they're gonna tell more people to bring more clientele towards you. So it's just like overall a win is a win.
Mhm. And then why is self-care important? Do you feel like people lack self-care or they don't think it's as important?
I want Okay. So I feel like people lack self-care. I do agree. And I feel like some people don't think it's important to. I would say they lack it because it's just like sometimes I feel like certain people will be so busy to where it's just like you don't have that time for yourself. You get what I'm saying? You focus on other stuff. Like I understand life be life and you got bills and you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't put the money towards that or whatever you need done. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like that's why they would lack that. Not that they want to, but it's just like they just, can't do it at the moment. So I understand that. And some people that doesn't like that don't want to, don't think it's important. It definitely is, but I feel like they think that because it's just like they you never know what somebody going through and they may not think is important. Like some dudes, let's use guys for an example. They probably don't think self-care is important. They just gonna think I'm just a dude. Like, what else do I need? Just my haircut and you get what I'm saying? As far as you got some other dudes, they get their nails done and they feet. That's a part of their self-care. But it's all a preference. But self-care is definitely important to me. And I feel like do anybody, females too, I feel like everybody should tap into that because it's just keeping up with your body, making your bodies feel good, making yourself feel healthy and everything. But back to your question, because I know you were saying why is it important and stuff. But I just feel like it's important to me because when you take care of your body and do the like extra precautions and everything, it shows like whether that's your appearance, your performance, or just how anything. It just shows. When you got somebody who isn't even how you feel, that I did leave that out. So it's your appearance, how you feel, and your performance. Like it's gonna always show through that by keeping up with your self care. If you got somebody that's taking good care of themselves, the outcome is going to be good. If you got somebody who's just not taking good care of themselves, they just feel like trash, you're going to look like trash. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're going to feel like trash, but who would want to feel like that? You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's very important to me. It's very important.
Yeah, yeah, because I kind of agree with you too. Because I know at least for me, I get that connection from like getting a haircut. Like it be days like some guys kind of go a little distance without getting a haircut and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You don't really want to go out. You be wearing hats, stuff like that. But I know when I get a haircut, I be feeling different. I ain't gonna lie.
It be
Like
like that.
I be feeling different for
It be
real.
like that.
But so I completely understand. I think too, at least for me, I'm gonna kind of go off strip a little bit. At least for me, it's kind of talk a little bit. So I know for me, it's like, especially me in the military and stuff like that, you're always in the field, you're dirty, just, in the woods and stuff. Like, you don't really have time to do, face routines or, self-care and stuff like that. And then I kind of just adopted that kind of thing. So when I got out, I didn't really pick it up. But now and I realized my skin be dry all the time, or it don't, blackheads, it just be different things going on,
Right, right,
and
right.
it's like, man, and I'm trying to be on social media now, so now I be noticing certain things,
Right.
just you be like,
Right.
dang,
Right,
man.
it's like, yeah, like, I get it, like, now before you ain't worried about those things, but now when you in the military and stuff, you see all this stuff, it's just like, okay, you're used to it, so it's just like, it is what it is, but when you got out,
Mhm.
it's kinda like nah, I need to keep this a good looking appearance. And it's very important that you're doing that too, because not only it's about appearance, it's about, your health too. So it's like, making yourself feel good, making sure you're actually healthy on the inside, everything. It just plays a major role. But now that you're getting, into social media, that's a big, big thing. You need to make sure you looking good because ain't nobody gonna sit up here and watch no interview with somebody who look busted. I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like, keep sliding. So yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I've just now gotten to I ain't gonna lie, it is a little. It's not a routine, I ain't gonna lie, but I got the charcoal face wash stuff.
Mhm.
So I start putting that. I don't know if you're supposed to use it every day. Some people say you don't, but I do. I just kind of like whip my face up a little bit, use the little charcoal stuff,
Mhm.
and I scrub my face up a little bit and
Right.
rinse it off with water
Mhm.
and dap it with a towel. But I know, like, I just don't know the information, like, because somebody come to you and you kind of like give them like a routine or like, hey, this is what you should be doing to kind of help your face clear up.
Oh, you want
Do
me
y'all give
to say
information?
something?
Yeah, yeah, or like, can y'all do that? Like, can somebody come to y'all and be like, "Hey, this is the issue I'm having with my skin, and I want certain results for my skin." Can they come to y'all and ask that?
They actually can. The only thing we can't do, which is this is why it's good to write notes down and always pay attention in class. We can do that and we can offer things, but we cannot diagnose. So, because we're not no dermatologists, so we can't sit there and look at somebody's skin and be like, "Oh, you got skin cancer." We can't say that because we don't know what they might got going on. It could be something else. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, if they came to us and wanted like some kind of advice on what they think, we can give them advice. We just can't diagnose them. So, yeah.
I got you. And then let me see. So, do you? We're at the future and advice, right? The future and advice. So, do you have goals right now? And what are your goals?
Okay, I do have goals actually. But I'm gonna be real. I honestly don't. I believe in people praying on your downfall and stuff like that. So I kind of will want,
Yeah, you good.
yeah, keep that
Yeah, yeah,
private
you
and stuff
good.
like that. But I can say one goal I have, and that's passing all my state board exams once I, graduate
Okay. And you said that's coming up soon. It would it be sometime this year or next year?
this year. Like literally
This year.
right after I graduate, probably about a few weeks, and I'm in there taking a.
Oh, you moving. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I got you on that. Yeah, you just like energy. You don't want to put, people do prey on, you know, your downfall, energy and stuff like that. Man, I don't, that's one thing I never understood. Just the amount of hating goes on. Just
Right, we
the
could.
amount of just bull.
No, for
Yo,
real.
it's everywhere.
It
It's
is. It
everywhere.
is. It's
The
sad.
army. Yeah.
It's real sad.
I'm-
I'm not gonna lie.
mhm. So, what excites you about your future? Like, I know for me. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you good? Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay, I know for me, like, man, when I realized, social media and I have a business, my scrub business also
I
with
can't wait
corporate
for that.
media.
Actually, I'm glad you're doing that because that's definitely gonna get you some money.
Mhm. I What excites you about your future?
Just knowing that I'm closer to my goal. Each day I'm getting closer and closer, and knowing that everything I put my mind to, I'm going to accomplish. That's what excites me because I know I'm going to accomplish everything I put my mind to.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. You got an energy about you. Like you have a go getter energy. You know what I'm talking about? You ever feel like you ever talk to somebody and they're like, you could tell like, yo, they not on no BS. They knocking goals out and stuff
Yes.
and just ambition. Like I can see that in you.
Thank
Like you're
you.
just
Thank
yeah,
you.
it's ambition. Please don't let nobody take that away, man.
I'm not. Thank you for real. Thank you.
Mhm. What do you want people to understand about your work?
I feel like my work is very tedious, but when I say tedious, I don't mean boring. It's just a lot of repetitive work, standing or sitting for long periods of time, and you also working at a fast pace as well. So it's like, and also everything is time. Like, so the moment your client walks in, you're getting time. You got to make sure you're on time for the next client. So everything is time. And I just feel like if you feel like you can't handle all that, then this is just not the job for you. So
What advice? Oh, so I like to ask this question to all my guests. What advice would you give someone starting off? Like, boom, like basically, what advice would you give to Leah when you were in college trying to figure out what you want to do? What advice would you give yourself?
the advice I would give myself is keep going. Don't stop. Keep going. Like, do not stop. When you keep going, don't look back. Every day every day you getting closer and closer. Like each day is leading you closer to your dreams. So just I would tell myself, keep going, don't stop. There's you almost there. There's the end goal, and it's gonna be promising and worth it.
Mhm. Hey, do you mind if I ask you like 4 or 5 off script questions? They're gonna be easy.
That's fine.
Okay. So, when it comes to, because I know y'all wear gloves and stuff when y'all touch on people's bodies, like, is there like more to it than like you don't know what people have and stuff, or like I know what precautions y'all take to like what do y'all have like protective gear? Yeah, what protective gear do y'all have to put on and wear when y'all dealing with clients?
We really don't have to put on no protective gear for real, but gloves. And I feel like coming I'm a germaphobe, I'm not gonna lie to you. So I just feel like you said, you never know what people have. And then also you don't know what another like the person that's working on your face have. You get what I'm saying? So if I was getting my face done, I would want them to wear gloves. I went because I don't know what you could have touched before you touched my face. You get what I'm saying? Now I got germ. You get what I'm saying? I might break out. You never know. But yeah, everything is just gloves. Like I know in the very beginning when we were excuse me, doing the facials and stuff like that, wasn't wearing gloves because we were practicing it on each other. And I'm just like, okay, do we supposed to wear gloves or like what? Like, but it was really a preference thing. But after a while, like we started doing. I don't know when it started where everybody started wearing. I think once we started taking clients, or no, when she said it was a preference thing, I started wearing gloves because at the end of the day, it's just like okay, I'm touching your face and stuff, that's cool and everything, but I just rather keep us both safe. Like, not only that, like I said,
Mm,
I'm a germaphobe, so it's kind of like, and I constantly wash my hands. So if I got gloves on, I'm not finna say I ain't gotta stop washing my hands, but that's a protective barrier for my hands. So you get what I'm saying? I don't have to wash
mm,
them as often as if I didn't have no gloves on. But of course, I still wash my hands. I'm not dirty. So when I take my gloves off, I am washing my hands.
mm. And then is it hard building a rapport with people? Like, say you have a client, do you find it hard to start conversations and stuff, or
I don't really find it hard to start no conversation with no client. They mostly start the conversation with me or whatever, because they'll just be like, "So, when do you graduate?" and stuff, and it just starts from there. I just feel like it's really picking off the vibe of your client, and you get what I'm saying, they body language and stuff like that. It's not really hard. If they don't want to talk, that's fine with me. We don't have to talk. I'm just doing your service, providing your service. So yeah.
okay. And then, like, I guess you can. Have you ever thought about starting a business? Like, would you make something like this a business, or have you ever thought about doing something like that?
Um, I have. Imma just leave it at that, I have.
Oh, okay, I got you. Have you made like friends? Like, how's the environment, the work environment, like your coworkers and stuff? And do you feel like is it toxic? 'Cause I know I spoke to a few other people in different industries. They said sometimes it can be very high school gossip, clique, be like, or what's your perspective on like your coworkers, not coworkers, but I
My
wonder like if they gonna
colleagues,
know
my
who
classmates and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
my classmates, I feel like from the beginning to now, when I first got in there, I was more so on some stuff like, I'm just here to work. I'm just here to get my hours. I ain't trying to be buddy buddy with nobody. Of course, I was cordial and, nice and stuff like that or whatever. Cause what's the point of being like, no, I'm not talking to you. Nah, it ain't no reason to be like that. But now I find myself more like getting more closer to them in a sense, because everybody in there is honestly cool. It's not really no bad blood with nobody. It's not a toxic environment. And I'm not gonna lie, we recently had an incident, Friday actually. And that made me realize, like, dang, I'm actually closer to these girls than I thought I was. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I would say everybody in there is friends. Like, I can say it definitely being in an environment like that can either like make or break you in a sense. And I say that as far as like you either gonna click or you're not gonna click, especially being around a lot of girls and stuff like that. If you decide that can't you being around people and any little thing happen and you can't do it, that's breaking you. But if man, I'm over that bullshit, past the bullshit. It's gonna make you gonna be good. But I can honestly say, like, yeah, the class itself, like being there every day because we're there Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. We ain't got nothing but time to waste. Time not to waste because we in there working, but also getting to know each other as well. So it's just like I can say that class. I'm actually thankful for that class because like I said, I wouldn't be who I am today without the class. And God number one. I'm gonna say that because I would be nothing without him. Um, but the class has like got me this far because this is what I wanted to do. I'm thankful for this class, and like I said, because it obviously I had a goal that I wanted to do, and being in this class has brought me close to my end goal. And also being in the class also brought me closer to the girls that I didn't even think that I could be that close to, and cordial and vibe with like that. But yeah, the girls in there, they're definitely a vibe. So no bad blood with none of them. Like it's very cool. Like you wake up every day and just like know you're gonna have a good day. The only thing that'll really mess your day up is you being tired. Everybody be tired. We're all tired. We be in there, like I said, for them long hours, and then on top of that, some of us got jobs. So after we leave there, we either going to work. We all just tired. But the thing is, we're all in it together too, and we know how each other feel. But it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, they cool. I fucks with them.
So what's a typical day like for you? Like, can you give us like an example of what your day like from start to finish might be?
What when I from class when I get into class from
Your
start to finish.
classroom?
Woo. So from start to finish, okay, starting, of course, you got to clock in. Clock in first and foremost. Um, then we're setting up the clinic. You're just setting clinics up, all that. That's getting the dispensary together because we gotta have cleaning supplies for the not instruments, the implements that we use on our clients and stuff like that. So once we're done, it's a process. In the process, I can explain that to you so people know that it's deeper than just okay, you're gonna rinse this off and clean it. No, you have to clean it, disinfect it, and sterilize it. So cleaning it is just wiping off the little dirt, the debris, whatever you see. Like that's cleaning it. When you disinfect it, of course, you're gonna spray it. Let whatever we have citricide. So we spray it on our tools 3 minutes, let it sit 3 minutes. Then we have barbicide, like some stuff we could put in the barbicide and others we put in like this enzyme. But the barbicide, it stays for 10 minutes. And we have barbicide wipes. In the barbicide wipes, we use that for like the beds. After each client, we use it for the bed, wipe the bed down with the barbicide wipe. And that'll stick, that's 3 minutes for that. But our other things that's like, cause we have this little machine that's called it's a microderm. And basically like the microderm like that can help with, wrinkles in the skin, acne, scarring, all that kind of stuff. So if you want to use that, and also it can suck out like blackheads if it's strong enough though, and stuff like that. So if you wanted to use that, and they can use that or whatever. But the thing is, how we clean that got to be different from how we clean other objects because that's like sucking skin. Like you know what I'm saying? Anything on your skin is sucking through the tools. So we have to, of course, clean that. And we instead of putting it in barbicide, we'll put it in enzyme. So we let that sit for 10 minutes. Then we'll put it in a disinfectant for 10 minutes, and then it's good. So yeah, I forgot what you asked. I got carried away. So
No, 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 you answered it.
oh, the day to
Oh,
day. Oh yeah, my bad, guys. I got sidetracked. I get excited about my little, my esthetician stuff. But yeah, that's what we do. They set up that we set up our beds if you have clients or whatever. They'll go ahead and set the beds up for clients and stuff like that. And then if you don't have a client, what we're doing, we're working on each other, either something that we need to practice on or something we just want to do or whatever the girl, like whoever my partner is, if they want something done, then we'll do it. Then after that, it's just pretty much the same thing. Like on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, we're in clinic all day. So that's what we do all day. That's from then we'll clock out and stuff. But Monday and Tuesdays, we start in our the classroom first for an hour, 8 to 9. Then we go to the clinic, and then from 3:30 to 4:30, we go back to the classroom, and that's Monday, so we can learn our chapters and stuff like that. So that's really what we do on a day to day. Very repetitive.
so I guess this would be like my most important question to you. It'd be like just in your inner circle or the people that's all around you. Do you feel supported? Like, for example, when you told your mom or your grandma or whoever that, hey, this is what I want to do, did you feel like you were supported? And what were their kind of responses to when you told them?
Um, I felt supported. I'm not gonna lie. Like my mom, like I said, it's something I've been talking about. I had to just get myself up and do it. Like that's really all life is getting up and doing it, just doing it. You like I said, you always gonna be one step closer if you do it. And if you don't do it, you just gonna be one step behind. So you rather be 2 steps forward than one step back. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stay ahead of the game. Um, but my mom, I mean, I told her, she's like, well, yeah, go ahead and do it and stuff, just do it. My aunt told her, my grandparents, major support, shout out to them. I probably wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now if it wasn't for them because, like I said, I was in a little situation or whatever with tuition and stuff like that. And of course, my grandparents came through. They always come through. Shout out to them. Big shout out to them. But I just feel like, yeah, everybody around me is very supportive, but I feel like it's kind of one of those things where it's like, I don't know what I could say. Um, of course, it's me, my goal. You get what I'm saying? I feel like I honestly don't know how my grandparents really feel about me. I never really asked. You get what I'm saying? So I can't really go off of how I
Mm.
feel. I have to go off of how I know. But I know they proud of me though. My mom definitely proud of me. Like my grandparents proud of me too. Um, yeah, my start and then my best friend, like she's been in my corner since day one. Like I have a good support system. She's very supportive of me too. So what more can a girl ask for?
Yeah, from high school, like, what was your thought process and like about basically like what you wanted to do to like now? Like, has that changed for you?
Absolutely, it has changed. Like I told you before, hopefully they get to see in a previous video. I really when I graduated, I was just like so ready to just done with school. I get a little break. Really, that break was just like having a summer break, as if you was in um, high school, because I had to go to college. So once I went to college, it was like I told you, my I know what I want to do. I thought it was a pediatrician and things changed. I still wanna do nursing. I tried to actually do nursing, but I had a situation where they was basically saying that I was too far along in my credits for my major that I was in, which was biology, so it would be no points for me starting all over because I would literally start all over to be in a nurse school, which would've been fine with me because that's what I would wanted to do. I can say it's changed because and I say this because esthetician wasn't something that I seen back in the day, me doing. I was thinking like and I was very wrong. I'm like, okay, what's the esthetician? They just got to do that. Okay, cool. That's not what I want. That's something small they could do. You get what I'm saying? Whole time not knowing you actually have to go through classes for this. Like I knew it was like schooling, but I thought it was very short schooling. No, you got I didn't know how much hard work and you gotta put into this. So I was very wrong and I do apologize for that. I mean, not that I told anybody, but I apologize for that because it's
Don't
just like
apologize.
yeah, I mean, it's just like I didn't know until I'm actually in it, like way later, way later on in life. I'm just like, and then I'm thinking like they actually do a lot more. And then when I'm in the class, it's just like, dang, it's just like this is kinda like what is the word I was saying? This kinda like boot camp. This is boot camp I feel like I'm in right now because literally you can't drink no water in the lab. Yes, we cannot eat in the lab, so we're literally going without water until we get in the classroom, and then when we get in the classroom, we gotta have a lid on our drink or, we can't have like a Stanley Cup. So, but anyways, that's neither here nor there, but,
That's because you got to keep it clean and stuff, right? Like
I'm
everything's
guessing
sterile.
because the cleanliness, yes, because you don't wanna have crumbs on your station and you got to do a facial, like, come on now. So I understand that though, but, um, what was the I'm over here forgetting.
Getting the no,
But,
you good.
yeah, so I basically I could say the only thing that really changed was being an esthetician, was from high school to now. I didn't see that when I graduated college. I didn't see that when I graduated high school of me, oh, this is how I'm gonna be, this is how I'm gonna end up being an esthetician and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna lie, I'm glad like everything happened for a reason. I'm glad I didn't see that vision because it took like I said, everything makes you who you are today. So I'm just glad I really didn't see that vision back then. Cause I mean I could have been further than where I am, but what is meant for you is always gonna come on time for you. So yeah.
Yeah, but it's basically the same as like you get your blessings on time because you can receive something that's a blessing, but if you receive it too early, you don't know what to do with it, or you may not be mature enough for it. So then you ruin that blessing. Or
You right. You right, and it's
and it's
go ahead. It's I'm sorry, but it's so crazy
good.
you say that because I said the same exact words. I think it was me and my best friend. No, I talk to myself sometimes, I ain't gonna lie. So
You good. Hey, I do too.
yeah,
That-
so it's like I was telling myself that I'm like, that's real what you said. Cause it's just like God probably gave me this now because he knew if he would have gave this to me back then, I would have misused it. And then I would have missed my blessing all the way up. You get what I'm saying? So he knows what he's doing. He's gonna do it when you need it and know when you need it and ready for it and on time for it. So I love God.
Mm.
I just love him. Like it's so crazy.
So what type of change did you have to make within your soul? like sacrifices and stuff
Oh,
did you feel like you had to make?
that's a good one. I had to change my procrastination. I'm a very big procrastinator, and I'm also a very big saying I'm gonna do things and I put it on the back burner and don't do it, or put put in the work to get to where I need to be. Um uh that's changed because I can't do that no more. Like, if you wanna get what you want out of life, you can't just sit there and procrastinate, or you're never gonna get it. It's never gonna come to you. And then putting things on the back burner, that's just gonna lead you further and further away to something that you already coulda had. So,
Mhm.
that's changed. And, oh, speaking of sacrifices though, like, of course, when it's something that you really want, you gonna sacrifice anything. So currently, of course, I'm in school and I'm working less hours. So honestly, I had to sacrifice my working hours in order to go to school and get, you know, what I need out of this. So that's what I'm currently sacrificing right now. And sleep,
No.
because I like sleeping.
And and did you like lose so I was talking AJ and stuff, and he was telling me like, he didn't necessarily lose friends when he made these changes, but he just couldn't do the same things he was doing. Like hanging out a lot more and stuff like that. Did you feel like you had to cut back on that a little bit, or you kind of choose your friends differently, or your
Um,
time?
as
How's your time? Yeah,
as far as friends, okay, what time frame we talking? We talking like from college to now, high school to now, where we
let's do both high school to now, and then of course you have a whole set of new friends in college.
mhm.
So let's do high school to college.
Okay, so let's do high school to college. Okay. High school to college. I wouldn't say more so like the friends fell off. Like, I wouldn't say like
Everybody
it was
got
any
busy.
bad blood or nothing. I just feel like everybody got different paths. You get what I'm saying? So certain people that I used to talk to every day and had friend and was friends with and stuff, it's no bad blood. If I see them to this day, I would still speak. It's just our paths don't correlate no more. And it's just like we kind of really didn't, when you think about it, you kind of really didn't have nothing in common with the person, but y'all going to the same school. You get what I'm saying? Like in high school. But yeah, I just feel like everybody just be on different paths. So that's how that went to college. And the same thing, college to now, everybody on different paths. They're doing their different things. You get what I'm saying? Like, so of course you're not gonna talk to them every day, or even if y'all like don't talk at all anymore, it's kind of like no bad blood. It's just like everybody, like I said, they got their different end goals and everybody just trying to go meet their different end goals. You get what I'm saying? But um, I do have I've met friends along the way, I'm not gonna lie, that I still talk to this day. Like I've met, but they weren't I met them when I graduated college and stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm still friends with them now. My best friend been around since day one, like I said. Um, I do got some college friends that I still keep in touch with and stuff like that, like I said. Um, I can't really count who actually.
You good?
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
you
yeah,
good?
I got some college friends that I still talk to now, and it's crazy because one of my friends currently, she had graduated a year before me, and not she had a kid and stuff like that or whatever. And I met her while I was still in college, and I didn't know she had went to A&T and graduated and this stuff. And so I met her, and I still talk to her every day. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, everybody on different paths and stuff. I still have my very few that the friends that I do have that I talk to here and there. You get what I'm saying? It's not like we talk to each other every day because I'm not that type of person. I'm not gonna sit here and talk to no friend every day. I love you, but I'm not about to talk to you every day. Like it's one of those things we check in, or if we want to go out sometime or something, we hit each other phone. The phone work both ways. So them still are my friends. You get what I'm saying? But as far as like college people that I used to like, or be like, "Hey, girl, like, no, I don't talk to them like that no more." It'll be like more so of a, oh, if we follow each other on Instagram. Like one girl recently, she slid up on something. And it's just like, "Oh yeah, how we said, whatever like that." But as far as all the other stuff, I don't have it's no bad blood. Everybody just on different paths. That's how I see it.
Okay, and let me bring it back to how you pronounce it again? Like 'Cause I'm real bad with pronouncing words.
Esthetician.
Is it aesthetician?
Okay.
Okay. So, is it weird, like, when you 'cause I guess I don't wanna it's gonna sound weird when I say it. When you was it weird touching on people?
I'm not gonna lie,
I
I'm
don't know,
glad you
that
asked
sounded
that. That's not weird. It was weird to
is
me.
it weird to
It
okay.
kinda was weird to me because and I say this because it's like when I did my first facial, it's kinda like I don't know. I got the touch of bud, like I'm rubbing on them, and then we got this one that's called. I'm glad we talking about this because you got a basic facial, a European facial, and of course a back facial. The basic facial is just like the face, but the European facial is like your décolleté. So
What's the hold
from
on, you gotta explain that.
yeah, it's like
Hold on.
it's literally your chest. Somewhat your chest is below your neck. So like all are right here. So like you would lay down and have like a towel or
Upper chest?
blanket. So
Okay.
we're doing your face and massaging this. Everything we do up here, we do right there. So that was kind of weird to me too, because I'm just like, I'm over here. It's like I'm caressing them and like you get what I'm saying. I got the dang on,
Yeah.
I'm like, but you get used to it and that, you ain't even gonna be thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? You try to make your coin. But nah, you ain't gonna be worried about that because it's just like you so used to it. And then when I had my first very back facial too, it was weird because I'm like, same thing with the face. Like, oh my goodness, like I have to touch their back and massage it and stuff. Like it's just that was weird. But like I said, once you get used to it, you good. You ain't gonna think about that.
Okay. And then, like, is it different, like, doing a service for a male versus a female? Is there like, yeah, do you take precautions or do you feel comfortable with that or do
I
you
feel I feel comfortable with doing it, but it is kind of different. I feel like I'm more comfortable with females, obviously, because I'm a female. But when it's with males, it's kind of like, how can I put it? It's like, I don't know. It's just like a little disconnection, if that makes sense. It's kind of like I'm cool with doing it on you. You get what I'm saying? I don't know you for real, but I just, of course, you feel. It's just like this, like having girl talk. You gonna feel comfortable having girl talk. If you haven't
yeah, but that's a
that same kind of talk with a dude, it's kind of gonna be like it's a little disconnected because it's just like you can't relate to nothing I'm talking about. So you get what I'm saying? It's like that, but cause I did, like I said, my very first male that I did was an older dude, and I'm like, okay, I never had a dude. I'm just like, this should be interesting. But honestly, when I sat down, like I said, I've been touching on faces and all that other stuff. So honestly, it wasn't really different for me because it was just like I'm touching on his face, his wife right there. Maybe because his wife was right there too, but like it's not really different for me. Like it feels the same. I feel like even behind, if I did have a male client or something, I feel like it wouldn't be, you know what I'm saying?
the
That
weird,
weird. I
yeah.
guess because now that, like I said, like I've been doing
Mhm.
the facials and stuff.
Mhm. And then, like, did, tell me about the feeling you have when you have a return customer. Like, does that make you feel good that you like that's your reputation and you got returning customers?
Yeah, it do make me feel good. It makes me feel good even when they tip because it's like you're tipping and that just shows me that I did good. Like you didn't have to give me nothing. And I feel good when they tip me because like, oh my gosh, I actually overly exceeded their expectations. So it's like that makes me feel good. But like, yes, a returning client, it makes me feel good because it's like, dang, I did it good and you liked it and you're coming back. Yes, like now we got more to talk about. We could talk about what you want to get done next. Yeah, that's a very like good feeling.
Okay. Do y'all have to like work as a team? Like, let's say, I don't know, is it like a full body wax? Like, have you ever had a situation where you and another coworker had to work on the same person?
Um, a client, no, but as far as each other, yes. Like I'm not gonna lie, I can just the wax we have is not really good wax. I'm gonna just go ahead and start there. So when you're doing like the leg waxing and stuff, a leg that's not a small part of your body. So I know when I got my legs waxed by them, I said, "Can two people do it?" I just need two people doing it because I'm trying to be in and out. Like, want to be done. One person is gonna take longer because, like I said, the wax is cheap and yeah. So But my best friend wanted her legs waxed, and I told her, I was like, "I'm not gonna lie, Imma probably have somebody else come in there too because to go ahead and get you in and out because it's gonna be a little many with that." So, yeah, that's the only time, but as far oh, actually, no, I'm lying. Another time, we actually did have to double team a client because you can get more than one service done at one time. So and I say that because it's like one lady came and she wanted a European facial. So she got a European facial. One of the girls did her European facial while I was doing her hand paraffin. So she was getting service
What's that?
twice. A hand paraffin is basically like what you get done at the salon. Like, we do it the
Is
same.
it the cuticles?
We don't do that. We don't do like cuticles
Oh,
and stuff like that. Because that's more so like nail techs and stuff. Like you have to go to nail school for that. But we do more so like the cleanliness of your hands and stuff like that. You get what I'm saying? So like everything everything we do, like I said, it's a process, it's a step. Everything we do on the face or either the back or anything like that, the same steps you're using for everything. You'll use it for the hands, you'll use it for the feet. So you're gonna have your pre-cleanse, your cleanser, exfoliation, your massage oil, your mask, and your moisturizer. Like that's the same steps you use the whole time. So that's what we do for the hand. And certain things replace certain things. So like for instance, the paraffin is basically a mask for your hands and your feet. That's what it is. It's like, the little wax that they get in the nail salon and they put that on your feet.
yeah.
That's what it is. Like we got the little wax, we put it in the bag and we put the hand in there, let it sit for like 15 minutes, and then you done. Moisturize and you done. So that's what that is.
Yeah, I might have to bring my wife. Hopefully one day we can link up. I have my wife kinda get services. But, yo, so she got this home kit one day. It's this home waxing kit. I don't know, it was cheap, and she did my armpit or something like that, right? Man, it hurt because she put, like, this I don't know what it is, I guess the wax on it, and then she put, like, this tape on it, and she had to rip it, like, 5, 6 times.
Mm,
Man,
mm, mm.
I was hurting.
Yeah, I bet. And y'all don't get waxed like that, men. Oh, I know it hurt.
What, man? She's like, "Hold on, let me try it again." I'm like, "Nah." Do you get a lot of clients that scream when y'all rip them off or how
Honestly, we
the
don't get that
strips? Is
many
it
wax clients, to be honest with you. We don't. We get more so because we get a lot of older people. So we get
mm,
like older ladies, older men. So they not wanting nothing wax. They're more so there for they facial, they European facial stuff like that. They don't want nothing else. So we haven't had a lot of clients coming in for waxes. If that is the case, it's more so the younger people. And we only had like 2 people to come in for waxes, or 3.
not the not the kinda go kinda let me see, how do I ask this without sounding inappropriate? Uh, do y'all do, like, female the
Brazil
lower areas?
Okay, Brazil yeah,
Brazil?
it's called a
Is that what it's
Brazilian
called?
wax, yeah. Um,
Have you did one before?
I have
Or
not
Brazilian?
done one before, but I will be practicing. My mama is gonna be my model. She don't know it
Okay.
yet, but she is. And,
Uh,
my
oh,
best
want me
friend
to wait to post?
Huh?
Want me to post that?
You can. And my best friend, I know she gonna support me. She'll let me do that to her. I got some people, my one of my guy friends, he want me to
Hey, you
wax him, and I'm just like, that's fine. I need all the experience I can get, cause you get what I'm saying. Like, eventually,
I'm gonna beat you.
yeah. So, but yeah, I haven't waxed nobody yet. Not there, not down there at least. But I've waxed armpits, I waxed eyebrows, I waxed legs, so arms. I wax everything else but down there. I haven't done that yet, the Brazilian.
Okay. Yeah, but I would be nervous. Like if I was in your shit, I'll be scared. I ain't gonna lie. Like, but I feel like what if I rip it too hard and they start bleeding or something? I'm like, yo, my
That's
bad.
true, but
I
that's
don't
the
know.
thing, though. You gotta know what you're doing. Not only that, you have to just rip it. Like you ripping it out because it has to come out by you ripping it. You pull that junk slow, it's gonna hurt. So you gotta rip it. And if that, because I know I bled a little bit, and this other girl had bled a little bit too when we did our armpit wax. Because for one, our armpits is not used to being waxed, so that being pulled on it was kind of like, you get what I'm saying? Like the follicle, the hair ripping out the follicle. So it's just kind of like, whoa, our armpit is like, we're not used to that. So of course it's gonna react like that. But now that I'm constantly getting it done, it doesn't bleed like that. But yeah.
Okay. See. Mm. What positive note do you want to leave behind, I guess, for the audience and stuff?
The positive message I would give out to the audience is don't quit. Like I said, keep going. There's always a rainbow at the end of your journey. Like it's not the last. Whatever you're going through, everybody go through everything, and as long as you keep God first, you can accomplish anything. And having a positive mindset, just always have a. I know I even have a hard time with this. Like negative thoughts may come in my mind, replace them with positive thoughts and stuff. Like just positive mindset. Don't quit. Um just be dedicated to anything you're doing. I would just say the main goal is just don't quit, because you never know, you could blow up tomorrow and you're gonna quit today. Do not quit. Like you have hard time, and also push through anything that you're going through. I promise you it's light at the end of the tunnel. I promise you that. And always just keep God first and you'll be okay. I promise. And my social media is my Instagram is underscore the golden one. The zero, the I said the zeros. The O's are zeros. And my TikTok is underscore TJH.2 underscore for TikTok. Well, I already said that, but yeah. But also I
Okay.
want to say something to you. Thank you for having me on here. Also, this was kind of like I was telling my mom, this actually flowed better than I thought it was for me. Because I was telling my mama before I got on here, I was like, I'm just nervous. Like, I'm just nervous. Even when we was on here, I told you I was nervous. Because, like, also, my mama told me something last night because I don't step out my comfort zone. And we weren't talking about me. We was talking about something else. But she was like, that's what is gonna hold you back, is not stepping out of your comfort zone. And honestly, this is honestly stepping out of my comfort zone. And I just appreciate you for that, because you reached out to me and stuff. And honestly, the what you doing right now, your social media and stuff, I want you to keep going too, because like I said, you could blow up tomorrow. Do not stop. Like this is very good. And then you also starting your scrubs brand and stuff like that. Don't stop. Like I feel like everything you're doing, this is good. This is really good. You got a job already. You got this. This is a good this is really good. Like, so don't stop. You keep going too. That message won't just for everybody that can go. That was for you too. But like I said, this helped me get out of my comfort zone. And I just appreciate you for that. So yeah, thank you.
Man, thank you. I appreciate you too.
You
Man, it means a lot